The act was started in December of 2008 with the mission to increase and maintain the educational quality of theater while also using the funds and raised from theatrical productions that we do to give back to other charities. It also serves, by partnering our shows with local charities, we give those charities a chance to expose themselves to sectors of our population that might not know they exist, or to allow people that work with those charities to be exposed to the arts in our community.
I think that's one thing that sets the act apart, is that every show you see people who have never acted on stage. You see folks who have been on stage all their life. And the act has always stepped out and taken a chance on people who normally wouldn't get those opportunities.
Another one of my favorite roles was as Mr. Banks in Mary Poppins, which they did this past fall. That was an opportunity for me to really play a character that I often looked up to. From the movie when I saw it as a kid, the character of Mr. Banks, just the change he goes through from being this harsh father and husband, and the more and more he sees how important his family is, and being a part of that, and seeing his transformation across the length of the story has always been a favorite of mine. To be able to portray that on stage was an opportunity I'll never forget.
When I started the act, it was to give more people the opportunity to participate in and experience theater, not only as performers, but as designers, as audience members. Theater in Tuscaloosa is such a part of our community and our tradition that there can never be too much. There's always people looking for a way to experience theater.
If you have any interest in theater whatsoever, whether it be behind the scenes, working on sets, painting sets, helping with costumes, or if you have an interest in wanting to be on the stage, I just say go for it. I can't stress enough what a welcoming atmosphere the act has. If you have experience, if you don't, just go out. I guarantee you'll have a good time.
And most recently, we did a production of In the Heights, which is set in Washington Heights, New York. It is about a community of Hispanic people who are learning what community is, or it teaches you what family is. It teaches you what to hold to in situations where you never know what you're going to face. And that show, again, we spent a lot of time with our cast creating those dynamics and learning about Hispanic culture and about culture in Washington Heights, New York, and about the people that migrated to our country for the hope of a better future. And it's neat to bring those shows to a community like Tuscaloosa.
The act is a true community theater. We don't hold ourselves out as anything other than that. When you're in the act, well, for me, we do a little bit of everything. From building the sets to making the costumes, the lighting, the sound, working backstage. If you're not on stage, then there's always room for you at working crew backstage, helping strike sets. Building sets is one of the ways to really get a sense of family when you're in there building sets at 2 o'clock in the morning, and when you're striking at 4 o'clock in the morning, you know who your friends are then.
I've always struggled speaking on the phone in a lot of places where I would have never pictured myself on stage. And to begin to have the opportunities I've had eventually led to getting the opportunity in the Addams Family. And I don't think I would have gotten that opportunity at other places. It's an opportunity, a stage for us to overcome things that that we do struggle with. It really does touch a part of your heart, and you really fall in love with the music, the people, the atmosphere, the family, the dances.
The dances sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I think that's exactly why we do this.
Being involved in the act gives you an opportunity to do something different, to explore talents, to explore things, skills that you didn't know you had, maybe. It's an opportunity to meet new people, to build relationships, as I said before, to work together with people, putting something together, putting effort in with other people to make something truly great and special. It can be a life-changing experience to be involved in a production like those that the act put on.
When you go to a show for the act, you go for the spectacle. The sets are humongous. The songs are just great. We just have always had incredible talent on the stage. And not only that, but those same actors that are on the stage, we're the ones building the set, and we're the ones doing everything backstage. So it's truly a family atmosphere. It's truly an opportunity for folks to get involved that would normally not have the opportunity. And it just becomes a family by the end of the show.
I think one of the most special things that I've gotten out of the act is after I've done a few shows, starting with the Addams Family, I was able to do a show with my son Peter, who was 9 at the time. To be able to share my love of theater with him, to get him involved and to see him light up when he got to do different things, and get those experiences that first time when the curtains opened on stage and there were people in the audience clapping and laughing for him, just to watch him do that was so very special for me. So to be able to share that with the people I love is another truly wonderful thing that comes from being a part of the Actors Charitable Theater.
People, if you're not going to get involved, come and watch. You're supporting a local talent, a local business. As we say back in South Africa, local is lekker, which means local is great, it's awesome. So always support local. You don't have to go to New York to see something spectacular. You can see it right here in Tuscaloosa with the act. And anybody who saw Poppins or A Christmas Story will tell you. I have people who have never been to the theater before, friends of mine, and they're asking me, when's the next thing? What are you doing next, It's a bonding experience between your friends and stuff as well, because they show how they support you. You've done a lot of work, and when they stand up for you and they clap at the end, I can't explain that feeling. All those 3 hours of sleep per night and stuff all become worth it, and it all just goes out the window when you see everybody so happy like that. And when you see the photographs afterwards and you realize what the set actually looks like and what you look like out there, then you realize just how great it really is. Because when you're part of it, you can't really see it like that. But when I saw the photos, like for Poppins, I was blown away. So get involved, put your kids in the camps and stuff. Let them get involved, let them build confidence, let them build character. Let them make new friends. It's awesome.
The act is special because it involves so many people from the community. It truly is a community organization. It involves people in the community in the production and putting it together and putting it on stage and behind stage. It's also very much for the community in that we often raise money for different organizations in the community to give back. And that's a big part of what makes it special to me. It's also special because it's an opportunity to be involved in something from start to finish. It's an opportunity to work together with a lot of people, people you wouldn't normally get to work with or be with, to put your talents together and work hard at something and see that come to fruition. And that's really edifying for me each time I've done a show, is to be able to look at where we started at the beginning, where we got with the end show, and all the work that went into it.
Well, it's really fun, and if you don't want to be involved with it, just come and see it.